My name is Dylan Hutchins. I am a 3D designer and the CEO and co-founder of Stylo Creative. Being creative was always a part of who I am. I found myself working creative jobs as I sought work, and so I spent a lot of time working for different companies, being a graphic designer, being an in-house videographer, kind of being the one-man show for lots of different corporate companies. I felt that I had something more to offer the creative space than what I was currently doing. It wasn't long into my short college career that I got with a friend of mine, and we discussed the possibility of launching our own studio, doing video production.
My name is Brian Tautfest, and I am the creative director here at Stylo. I think I just really saw it as an opportunity that I would regret not trying. Thanks to Dylan and kind of pushing me towards that direction, I decided that it is something that I love to do, and we hit the ground running.
We spent a lot of time as a two-man show trying to do something bigger than what traditionally two people would do. We had a lot of moments where shoots felt chaotic. We were learning a lot of lessons the hard way, but in a lot of ways, by learning those lessons that way, we've been able to get pretty thick skin and learn how to fight and really go for anything we set our minds to. And it really helped to have a friend and a partner to help learn a lot of these lessons along the way.
Yeah, in the early days, we were just looking for jobs wherever we could find them. We had a vision for what we wanted to become, but we found ourselves doing a lot of projects that we didn't necessarily want to do and weren't very passionate about, but understood that it was necessary for us to progress to the next step. I think every business owner, when they start a business, probably feels this way, but there is this feeling of, if this doesn't work out, what am I going to do? It's important for everyone considering to be an entrepreneur to really think about that and to kind of weigh your options, but without risk, there's no reward.
My name is Drake Smith, and I am a self-taught motion designer and creative director at Stylo Creative. Back in high school, my digital media teacher, Russ Mayo, got me into animation. I met Brian and Dylan, and they were kind of showing me this idea that they had that was called Stylo Creative. As things went on, we started getting more involved with technology and software, and our product slowly started to evolve into more CGI-driven and animation-driven, fully CGI studio.
In video production, or really any creative space, there's always going to be a balance of the kind of work you want to do and the kind of work you have to do to make money. That's just a reality of a business like this and of the creative world. And it's not ever something that really goes away, but there are definitely moments that you make strategic choices to shift the direction that you're headed to bring in the kind of work that you're hoping to create. It took some time to filter through that and be able to start working with clients that could see what we had to bring to the table in the animation world. We knew we had something bigger to offer with where our focus was currently, and so we would look past that and continue driving towards the work that we knew we could create, whether we were getting paid for it or not.
As Stylo's grown, our roles within the company have changed quite a bit. In the beginning, I was more focused on the business side of it and maybe a little less creative, whereas Dylan was kind of heading the creative side and a little less on the business. But as time gone on, I think we've all found what we're really good at.
I think that a lot of people want to find themselves in a position where they're their own boss. But honestly, I think whether it's in a creative space or not, being your own boss doesn't necessarily mean that you'll work less, but it gives you the freedom to be able to explore your passions as well as be able to find something gratifying from building something.
I really like the idea that what we do inspires other people, and it also inspires someone to become a creator. In the next 5 to 10 years, I only see us growing and getting bigger, and I would hope to see that we develop a studio that thrives off of creativity and brings people in that want to develop a career being a creative.
I think if you're a young creative and you are toying with the idea of doing your own thing, I would say do it. Especially when you're young, I think there's little to lose compared to what you can gain. Just start doing what you know how to do. You're going to learn a lot of lessons and make a lot of mistakes, but as long as you have an end goal in mind and keep working towards that, you'll figure it out and you'll make things work and hopefully make an impact for people's businesses and their lives.
If someone was trying to get into the industry and they wanted to be a creative, my only advice would be jump into it and give it your all. Don't hesitate. It's better to be in that mentality of just go for it.
We are visionaries and we are creatives, and everything we do is built from the ground up. That's the ultimate test for creative professionals, is when the only limit to what you can create is your imagination.